Hello, everybody. This is the King Legend Show, and I'm your host, King Legend. How everybody doing, man? It's good, man. Everything's lovely. I love everything, and I love Jesus Christ. We gotta love Jesus Christ at all time. We gotta have love for Jesus Christ. We had to stay prayed up because destruction is in the land, and all the time. I be telling y'all this stuff, man. Destruction is in the land. All right. All right. What we gonna talk about on tonight? I know it's been a while, people. I know it's been a while. I know y'all miss me out there. So, but I don't be gone for long. I'll never be gone for long. Hey, this is what we do. And I'm gonna start out by saying we're a non-profit organization, and we're here to save souls, and that's pretty much what we do right here. So, okay, man, let's get to it, man. I feel good, man. Everything's lovely. Everything, man. How everybody been doing, man? Y'all, I know y'all had a good Thanksgiving, man. And hopefully we all have a merry Christmas. So let's get started. Let's get this party started. Okay, what we gonna talk about, man? Um, I want to talk about love what you do. No matter what you do, love what you do in life. You know, whatever your purpose is in life, you're supposed to love it. Because God has a purpose for all of us here on this earth, and don't let no one tell you otherwise. Okay, we've been having a lot of chaos going on in the land. A lot of destruction, a lot of stuff been going on, and we got Donald Trump in the office, and I really think it's gonna be pretty good. I really think Donald Trump, he's going to shake things up a little bit. I think, me personally, you know what I'm saying. I really think the man gonna shake some stuff up. I think the Republicans and the Democrats, they expecting this man to do whatever they need him to do, and I don't think it's gonna go down like that. I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think it's gonna go down like that. I think it's gonna be very interesting seeing Donald Trump, you know, being our president. I think it's gonna be pretty much interesting. And I'm gonna talk to Donald Trump on a night, cause man, Donald Trump, man, shout out to you, man. You my role model. Cause I used to want to be like Michael Jordan. And I used to want to be like, old MJ. I wanted to have a little, wanted to play, wanted to play in the pros, but you get old, you pretty much consider old in the NBA when you're 30. So, that dream is out the door. So I'm living my life purpose, So, but I want to be like Donald Trump. Reason being because this man, he has a character. He has a very stable character. He has he the kind of guy, he would say things that no other person on the face of the earth would say. And I feel like, hey, he might shake some stuff up because it's a lot of people out here that you got these stereotypes out here. They want you to say certain things and they want you to do certain things and they expect you to do this and they expect you to live life this way and live life that way. But man, you supposed to live life how you want to live it. You can say you have the liberty to say whatever you want to say, and if the person you saying it to don't like it, to hell with them, and they know to tune it out, and that's what I feel like Donald Trump, that's what I feel like. That's what type of character Donald Trump has. He just a bold guy, He just that bold guy, He was talking about, building a wall over in Mexico, and and really and truly, I don't blame the guy. I really don't. I don't blame him for wanting to build that wall, man, because it caused a lot of Americans a lot of jobs. See, y'all don't even do y'all research, man. This man, he done did his research on this stuff, man. That's why he wanted to build a wall, man, because these folks done let these folks over here illegally. They done came over here with fake identification. Done made all this money. Done sent it back over to Mexico. And not only the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? You have other immigrants that came over here illegally. Man, do you know that stopped a lot of Americans from having jobs, man? See, the media, we talk about this, we talk about this subject, quite frequently. The media, they like to twist stuff up. So, but the way they, portray Donald Trump, they portray him as being just this all out guy that just don't give a damn about nobody. He don't give a damn about society. Basically said he don't give a damn about nobody. But in a way, I look at that in a whole different aspect, because I was watching one of his thank you tours. Like he went on a thank you tour, after he got, elected as president. He went on a thank you tour, and one of his speeches, he basically said that he don't expect nobody to like him. Like, he don't expect, people to like praise him, because Donald Trump, he don't want no praise, man. He don't want you to just like, oh, you the God, and and all that. He ain't about that. He just about putting this economy back where it need to be. You see what I'm saying? Like, the man had already said he a billionaire, man. This man is a billionaire. This man came in with money. And in one of his speeches, he was just saying, the reason why he actually wanted to be president was just to give it back. He wanted to, make a contribution back to his country. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think that's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? If I'd have made billions of dollars, hell, I want to give it back, to my community or give it back to my country. But that's how they looking at Donald Trump. Like he just is all I got. That he all about greed and all that stuff. That man is not, because that man got too much money. He got too many establishments. So y'all just give the man a chance, man. I feel like y'all need to just give this man a chance, because I really believe that he's going to change things not just in the nation. I believe he's gonna change things in the whole world. Like he gonna change the whole world. I really believe that. So and you got more cop killings. You got more young black men getting killed. Walter Scott, he got killed, a week or two ago, and shout out to the family. You know what I'm saying? My sympathy go out to y'all. And that's what I really want to talk about on tonight. Why this young man got killed by the police. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna kind of get deeper into the situation, because I had did a special episode on Cornell Snell Jr. back, maybe about a couple months ago, and I basically, I sympathized over that, man, because that wasn't right. I felt like that wasn't right. I felt like there was injustice. But maybe the police is, I don't know, man. Like I've been doing research, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Y'all think these police like their job? I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. These police do not like their job. That's just like you going to work every day and you don't like what you do. So that's why I said at the beginning of this video, like what you do and get paid for it. Do something that you love to do. Do something that you have a passion for. Because some of these folk, man, they don't like being a police officer. It's already a dangerous job already. You know what I'm saying? But in reverse now, you got young black men afraid of the police, man. It's not right. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you got police officers, they basically saying they afraid of the young black men. You see what I'm saying? But then the young black men, they saying, well, man, look, they saying they scared of the police. So which one it is? But you know what I believe, man? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how much a police salary is, man. A police salary, the salary of a police officer. I can't tell you this. A mayor. You know what? I can't even say a mayor, because only certain mayors, because you got some states, they sign these executive orders to where they can give a mayor a raise. You see what I'm saying? They can give a governor a raise. All they gotta do is just get it approved by the state government, and they can get a raise. You see what I'm saying? But you have to be in office for like a few years in order for that to happen. But I'm gonna tell you something. A police officer makes $60,270 a year. Now that's just an average. It could be lower than that. They make $50,000 to $60,000 a year. All right. Now I'm gonna break it down to y'all. I'm gonna break it down. You feel me? A police officer get paid $60,270 a year. All right. That ain't nothing. With the fact that being a dangerous ass job, that's a dangerous job. Being a police officer, man. That's a dangerous job. So I see why they mad. I'd be mad too, y'all. I'm putting my life in danger being a goddamn police officer. And I ain't getting paid them but $60,000 a year. Y'all should be paying me $100,000 a year being a police officer. So I see, police, I see why you're mad. Y'all ain't getting paid enough. Your wife got to work to help pay them bills. Because $60,000 ain't gonna pay for no damn $300,000 house. A $60,000 salary ain't gonna pay for no Mercedes Benz. A $60,000 salary, that ain't gonna get your kids through college. I'm gonna tell you how much a preacher make. A preacher make $90,000 a year. A preacher. We talking about a preacher. We talking about it can be a false preacher or it can be a real preacher. It could be a preacher that preaching God's word, or it can be a preacher that preaching false knowledge and false religion. These folk get paid $90,801 a year. Now, I told y'all I'm gonna break it down to you, cause see this a remix. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't seen me in a minute, so you know I gotta break it down to y'all real proper like. You feel me? So, and we just talking about on average a police officer make, which is $60,270 a year. All right. Not to mention, you see what I'm saying? Not to mention the benefits. You see what I'm saying? They make, tax cuts. You know what I'm saying? See, that's not even your net worth. That's your gross pay. So these folk get paid $60,000 a year, and that's gross pay. We ain't talking about net pay. See, if they making $60,270 a year, okay, you gotta take out the taxes, right? You gotta take out taxes. You gotta take out Social Security. You gotta take out your 401k. You gotta take out all this little stuff. So let's just subtract that by maybe $10,000 a year. Let's just say about $8,000 a year. Let's just say about $8,000 a year. So these folk making from just, after taxes and all that stuff, they ain't making no more than about $40,000-$50,000 a year. I'll be mad too. You supposed to be the breadwinner. Your wife may be making more money than you, and she may be a nurse. And nurses make up to $75,000 a year, up to $80,000 a year. So they getting paid. Your wife getting paid more than you. So I see why you mad. I see why. I'll be mad too. The state ain't paying me no more than $60,000, $60,270 a year, and then y'all gonna cut me taxes. You gonna cut me Social Security. You gonna cut my 401k. You gonna cut all this stuff, my investment stocks, whatever benefit that y'all do have as far as investment. Y'all cutting all this stuff out of my check. I'd be mad too, man. But look, you can't. See, the thing is, I'm speaking to my black people now, my black community. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, it's the police officer, all right. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what's real. It ain't just the police officer. It's the government, man. The government ain't paying these folks nothing. They ain't paying them nothing. That's why they mad. That's why every time they see a nigga with 24s on his car and he driving in a Benz or he driving in a Bentley, he driving in a car that's more than his salary is. That's why he mad. So he taking his frustration out on that young black man that driving that Bentley. Or he taking his frustration out on that young black man that got his own house. He got his own mortgage. He maybe got, the young black man, maybe 25 to 30 years old, he done already got a $200,000 house and riding in a Benz, riding in a Mercedes Benz or something. That's more than that man's salary. I'll be mad too. Seeing a bunch of niggas around him in a Mercedes Benz and it's more than my salary. That Mercedes Benz cost more than the police officer's salary. That Ferrari you driving, which is $100,000 car, that more than that police officer's salary. See, you gotta hit them where it hurt it. You see, sometimes you can't fight. Sometimes the best dish is served cold. The best dish to serve is a cold dish. You gotta hit them where it hurt it. They ain't getting paid nothing but $60,000, $60,270 a year. They ain't getting paid nothing to kill young folk, to kill young black boy. They ain't getting paid nothing. But guess what? It ain't, and I did research, it ain't just the young black men getting killed, man. We talking about high school dropouts, white boys. Do you know it's more white boys getting killed than it is black men getting killed, man? See, you got to do your research too now. Now, it ain't right. It ain't right now. But do your research. The scale is kind of even right now because you got young white boys. You see what I'm saying? You know, the white supremacists, they call them wannabes. You feel me? Then the white boy, they want to be black. You feel me? They out here selling the crack. You feel me? Like Kojak. You feel me? Do you think them white folk like them? They don't like them neither. Because they call them wannabes. You feel me? That's a white boy want to be black. And I don't got nothing against my brothers out there, my young white brothers, because hell, they more black than some of these niggas is. I'm just gonna be real. You feel me? They realer. They ain't fake. Some of these white boys out here ain't fake, man. They real. But you got some white boy, they faker than a $2 bill. You feel me? But they trying to balance the scale. You see what I'm saying? They trying to balance it out. That's what they're doing. They want to kill as many poor white boys than it is young black men. They're just that. But it's a lot of young black men that got killed this year. But it's a lot of young white men got killed too. See, everything is based on research. You have to do your research. If you're going to talk about it, you got to know it. You got to read up on it. And you got to capitalize on it. So that's why I say, I see why these police around here mad. They ain't getting paid nothing but $60,000 a year. I mean, but a pastor at a church get paid $90,801 a year. Now, their salary can range from $74,000 to $102,000 a year. Now, a police officer salary can range lower than $60,000 a year. It can go down to $40,000 a year. Thank you, Jesus. See, you got to know you got to know your stuff. If you're gonna talk about it, you got to know it. You got to have proof on it. And that's what I'm telling y'all out here today. You got to read up on this stuff. You got to do research on this stuff. These police officers ain't getting paid nothing. So who you blaming on? Who you blaming on? I mean, who fault it is? I mean, you can't blame it on nobody but the government. See, everybody getting played now. See, the elite, they playing everybody. They playing everybody against each other. The police mad because they ain't getting paid enough. The young black men getting mad because these police won't start harassing them because the police officer getting paid a low salary. And he probably watching that young black man who driving that Benz over there cost more than his salary do. That's why you got the tension. You got too much tension between law enforcement and the black community. And the root of this problem is the salary. That's exactly what it is. I got a lot of insight on it. These police ain't getting paid enough. They ain't getting paid enough. So you got to give them something they can't afford to lose. You got to give them something they can't afford to lose. Because if they don't like their job, they're just like, if I go to a job, if I don't like this job, I'm going to wake up every morning like, damn, I got to go to work. Man, I got to go to work. And I don't like this job. So how you think these police feel? You riding in the car costs more than their salary do. And I know a lot of Mercedes-Benz now. Mercedes-Benz, that's a pretty expensive car. It costs up to $100,000 to buy a Mercedes-Benz. Up to $100,000. And the lowest that you can pay for a Mercedes-Benz is $60,000, which is how much the police salary is a year. That's the lowest you pay for a Benz. We talking about a base model. We ain't talking about no fully loaded Benz. We ain't talking about no GLE, 63 AMG, model. We ain't talking about that. Or AMG Mercedes-Benz, that about $80,000. That's way more than a police officer salary. We talking about a base model Mercedes-Benz, a base model, a basic model. A basic model ain't nothing but $60,000 a year. That's the least you're going to pay for a Mercedes-Benz. And the most you pay for a Mercedes-Benz is up to $100,000 to $200,000 for a Mercedes-Benz. So you see why these police officers around here, they mad. You know why they mad? Because they don't like their job. They don't like their job. They just have to do it every day to pay the bills. Just like anybody else around here. That's what's going on. These folks don't like their job. So, to Donald Trump, you're going to have to reform law enforcement. You're going to have to reform law enforcement. And we ain't talking about, you're going to have to give them some therapy. You're going to have to give them a mental evaluation. You're going to have to give these police officers a mental evaluation. That's the first thing you're going to have to do as far as reforming law enforcement. You're going to have to give them a mental evaluation. You're going to have to check their background. You know, see it, see it, they got any mental problem, and all that stuff. And give these folks some benefits. Give them something they can't afford to lose. Give these folks better benefit. Cause these folks ain't getting paid nothing. Why you think some of these police officers so corrupt? Why you think they so corrupt? Why you think they out here selling dope? Cause they ain't getting paid nothing. $60,000 a year, and we talking about a dangerous ass job. That's a dangerous job, being a police officer. They should be getting paid at least $100,000 a year. I say at least now. I ain't, but 60,000, that ain't cutting it, man. When they probably got a house, probably $300,000-$400,000, and these folks ain't making them but $60,000 a year. That's barely paying that. That ain't even paying a third of their mortgage. And they probably got a 20-year mortgage. Come on, man. I mean, just do the math. That's all you got to do. These folks got a $300,000-$400,000 house, and they ain't get paid them $60,000 a year. And they gonna cut taxes out of that. They gonna cut taxes now. Uncle Sam gonna get his. He gonna get it. I promise you. He gonna get it. I'm pissed off at him right now. He taking my money. But that's the name of the game, baby. You feel me? But that's why these police officers is mad. Because they ain't getting paid shit. I'm just being blunt about it tonight. These folks ain't getting paid nothing. $60,000. Come on, man. You can make $60,000 sitting on your ass. $60,000. Yeah, these folks, y'all ain't paying these folks enough. And they go out to the government. Y'all ain't paying these folks enough to even be talking about doing anything of the following. Talking about some reform. You got to reform law enforcement. Man, first of all, give these folks a raise. Then it might be some reform in that. It might be reform. If you give these folks a raise, at least give these folks $80,000 a year. Yeah, man, these folks ain't getting paid but $50,000, $60,000 a year, man. That's pathetic, man. So you got to hit them where it hurt it. That's what I'm seeing now. This is what I'm telling y'all, my black people out here. See, you got to do your research on this stuff. See, it ain't all about, killing cops. It ain't all about that. And to all my police officers, it ain't all about killing niggas. It ain't all about killing young black men out here. Y'all need to start telling these damn folk to give y'all a raise. Quit out here taking it out on young black men. Y'all know y'all ain't getting paid shit. Y'all getting paid $60,000 a year. And then when Uncle Sam cut taxes out that shit, you gonna probably bring home by maybe $52,000 a year. Uncle Sam gonna take a big chunk out your ass. He taking about $8,000 to $10,000 a year out your check. So you need to be going to Uncle Sam about your problem. You don't need to be taking your problems out on the young black men out here in these streets because he driving in a Benz or because he driving in a Bentley coupe or because he got a Caprice sitting on 28s or he got a house nicer than yours. Your wife may be a nurse. Your wife is the breadwinner. I can tell you that right now with these police officers. This to all the police officers. Your wife is the breadwinner. You ain't no breadwinner. Your wife is. Because I know most of y'all got a wife that's a nurse. And the nurse is getting paid $80,000 a year. Hello. Nurses getting paid up to $100,000 a year. Depends on where they work at. It's good to know stuff. Just like Martin Luther King said, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. If you're going to use your mind to elevate yourself. Use your mind to broaden your abilities, to learn different things, to know different stuff, and first of all, know your history. Know what's going on in this economy. Know how to maneuver around this economy. Because we all know the world is messed up. The world is messed up, bro. There ain't no way around that. Ain't no way around that. That's a done deal. It's the world is messed up. And Donald Trump gonna be the only one that I feel like he gonna make the world a better place. He gonna make the US dollar the top currency in the world again. I feel like he gonna take charge of all this unnecessary spending that the government been doing. First of all, you need to cut them food stamps. Cut them off. Get these folks out here to working. Matter of fact, Donald Trump done already bought some jobs back over here. They were talking about they want to transfer the Ford company, the Ford that you drive. They wanted to transfer Ford to Mexico. Donald Trump said, no, it ain't finna go down like that. We ain't finna, nah. That's an American company, man. Y'all taking the businesses and shipping them overseas, man. And you wonder why these folks mad right here? You're taking away the jobs. So give Donald Trump a chance, man. Give that man a chance. Get off his chops, man. Cause I mean that's all y'all doing. Y'all just on the man chops right now. You know, he can't breathe, y'all. And then you're talking about some the votes been rigged up. That man won fair and square, and I had told y'all Donald Trump gonna win. I kept telling y'all, man. And it ain't because he got no money. It ain't because he paid somebody to get the votes rigged up. It ain't because of none of that. Because they had already said Hillary Clinton stole like 2-3 states from Donald Trump. And she still didn't win. Man, that's amazing, man. Somebody can steal about 3-4 states from you and you still win. Come on, man. That just all out outrageous, man. That's pathetic. So let's start moving forward. Y'all get to the government, give these polices a raise. Give these folks a raise so they can start loving what they do. And they can be like Andy Griffith and Barney Fife again. Let there be a Mayberry. We need a Mayberry, man. You don't need to be with all these damn petty ass crimes. Cause that would police is messing with young black men for all these petty crimes, man. You got folks out here doing real shit and y'all ain't studying them. Man, we need some Andy Griffiths and some Barney Fife, man. Now I'm gonna tell you about Barney Fife. Now, you know Andy Griffith told me he can't use no bullet. Now, don't give him no bullet. They get trigger happy. Don't let them use no bullet. That's why I said give some of these police officers a damn mental evaluation. Cause some of them like Barney Fife here, they put a bullet in the chamber, nigga. They bound it to make it go off. Give these folks something they can't afford to lose. And I feel like every police officer should have a license. They should be able to have a license to carry a firearm. Just like every citizen. Just like every citizen in the United States. You know why they ain't got no license to carry no firearm? Because they get their firearms through the police department. They got the serial number on them. So they don't have to have no license to carry a firearm. That's why y'all need to go ahead and y'all need to reform the government. Y'all need to reform the municipal government. You need to reform the county government. You need to reform the state government. And Lord knows you need to reform the U.S. government. So this is the King Legend Show. I'm your host, King Legend, and we are about love, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And it's so good to be alive and well, man. And thank you for another year. You know, the Lord have blessed us with, and it's gonna be more years to come in Jesus' name. So y'all need to get right with Jesus Christ out there. And until next time, peace.